Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Okay, is music there now? You hear it? No? Got music now? No. I gotta stay around. Actually, can you on the space here? Oh well, yeah. Just go off. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Yeah, I just had to restart. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
Good morning. Oh, wait. Grand rising. Grand rising. No more morning. Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Gauranga Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Srila Prabhupada, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Vasari Gora Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Radha. Radha, Radha, Krishna, Krishna, Radha, Radha, Krishna, Krishna, Radha, Radha, Krishna, Krishna, Radhe, 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 Radha, 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 Krishna, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Shri Advaita, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga Nityananda. Krishna, Gauranga. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Gadadhar, 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 Srivas, Srivas, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Gadadhar, Srivas Hari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Shri Advaita, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Gauranga, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Shri Advaita Nityananda, Gauranga, Gaurachandra, Gauranga, Gaurachandra, Vishvambara, Nimai Pandit, Nimai Pandit, Nimai Pandit, Vishvambara. Nimai, 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 Nimai Pandit, Nimai Pandit, Vishvambara, 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 Gauranga, Gauranga, Gaurachandra, Gaurachandra, Gauranga, Gauranga, Gaurachandra, 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 Gauranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Shri 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 Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Radha Radha Radha, Radha 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 Radha, Radhe 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 Radhe, Radhe 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 Radhe, Krishna 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 Madhava, Govinda, 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 Krishna, 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 Radhe, 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 Radha, 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 oh Radhe, 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 Krishna, 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 Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Gauranga. Gauranga Nityananda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Gauranga. All right. What a path. What a nice path. Yeah. Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama Hari Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna Krishna Hari Rama Hari Rama
Krishna
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Krishna, 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 Hari Hari Hari
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna,
Rama Hare
Hari
Rama
Krishna, 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 Hari 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 Rama, Hari Rama,
Rama Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hari 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 Krishna, Hari Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hari 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 Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari 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 Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama,
Hare
Hari
Rama
Rama,
Hare Rama
Rama Rama, Hari Hari,
Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama
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 Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama.
Rama Rama Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, my Lord Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Rama Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama.
Rama
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare
Krishna
Rama Rama Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Hare Rama
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama
Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Rama Rama
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Rama,
Rama
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 Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama.
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
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 Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna.
Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama, Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna.
Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna.
Rama, Rama, Hare
Krishna.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya 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 Nityananda Jaya Sri Chaitanya Chandra Jaya Gaura
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda. Yeah. Is Johan here today? No, probably not. Okay. Yeah. Oh, God. I had some interesting things when I was chanting.
Yeah,
Some,
Johan is in class.
huh? He's here?
Johan is in class. Yeah. You
Oh, yeah.
can't see him here in the
You can't
stream,
see.
but
Yeah. It's on that tablet thing. Okay. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. I was realizing some things about the, it's in the book of John. Let's see if I can find it. Very interesting. Yeah. So anyway, John noticed some things, kind of like what I don't know if you, well, some of you notice this. He because people were united in Christ because he was like their guru. Oh, the music is still on. Okay. Yeah. Why does this music stay on here? Oh. Okay. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'll get into that later, I think. I don't want to get into this now. It's a little complicated. Yeah. All right, so you have that Chaitanya Bhagavat there, don't you? Lalita? Yeah?
Put it here with me. I will take it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to continue reading here from Anchalila first. Anchalila chapter 20. So text number 4. Day and night he tasted transcendental blissful songs and verses with 2 associates, namely Swarab Damodar Goswami and Ramananda Roy. He relished the symptoms of various transcendental emotions, such as jubilation, lamentation, anger, humility, anxiety, grief, eagerness, and satisfaction. So Lord Caitanya, he tasted this bhakti with his devotees, his intimate devotees. Okay? That's the whole process, really. That's why if we're here to teach this advanced stage. This advanced stage, which you can only really relish in association with real devotees. Okay? And it's not to be done. That's why the Lord, when he came here to relish this and to also teach it to others, but also to relish it in association with his real devotees. See, this Srimad Bhagavatam in all devotional topics is greatly pleasing to hear in a society of devotees. See, greatly pleasing to hear. That's if you're a real devotee, or you really want to be a real devotee. So he came with his devotees. See, they were devoted to Lord Caitanya. Matter of fact, they were devoted to each other because they seen the Lord inside themselves. But here, sometimes, this is what I was realizing. Those, like when it's easier, see, I can't preach a lot. Well, I could, and I might, because somebody's got to do it. Because if you don't know the real path, then you're going to have problems. But after Jesus ascended, they realized who was a real devotee, who was really part of their group. See, so like here, I will tell you. So these enemies of Christ who used to be in our group, see, they call them enemies of Christ, no longer meet with us. They never really were Krishnas. I'd like to go over this whole Bible sometime because you can really get a lot out of it, to understand the depth. But that it's not really that clear. But you have to go through the thing. You have to go through this. You have to have the transcendental potency and see how it acts in your group, that if you got a group like this together. That's why, I could see Lord Caitanya and Jesus are the same family, because and Krishna also, because the same types of things happen because of their presence in the world. Yeah, and here also the same thing. You could tell the enemies, and enemies, friends doesn't mean it's all part of the Lord's Leela to me. But you could look at them as like an enemy in a sense, because it's good to see perspective. An enemy means adverse and against the transcendental potency. Just like Bali Maharaj saw his guru was actually an enemy of the Shuddha Bhakti potency in the form of Vamanadev. So he saw, that's why he gave up that association. So that's the essence. You have to see who is an enemy, who is against the transcendental potency. See? Because being against it is actually, when you're against it, that's why Jesus said, if you're against it, you're actually for it, but you got to be careful yourself, unless you got power, unless you're Uttamadikari, powerful in bhakti, like, where your enemy, the enemy can be against you, and you're such a bright fire. Against means touching, right? Yeah, touching, against, leaning against, yeah. So if your fire is bright, man, that person gets purified. But, who you're not that, you got to work up to that stage. See? So the Lord gets rid of those who are actually against, so the Sangha can grow. That's why you see the Lord knew when he was cultivating this tree of bhakti, see chapter 9 of Adi Leela, he came to plant a tree of devotion, very special tree. Doesn't really belong in this world, because this is the prison. This is a place for hardened criminals who are against the Lord. But the Lord wanted to save people. He's a powerful fire. See? So he planted this tree of devotion. See? And at first, with his devotees, he saw, he wanted to grow this tree, and it has to be fenced in. Just like when Krishna was small, right? In 10th canto, he was transferred to Vrindavan. He was transferred to Vrindavan, where he could grow by being what? By engaging in devotional service in the society of real devotees who had real affection for him. They weren't hypocrites, not liars, not like some of the hypocrites here. Sometimes they, oh, Gurudev, oh, yeah. And then they go and associate with Vaidis. Oh, actually, I don't see any difference in you. Oh, Gurudev. See, that's hypocrisy. You see? And that doesn't fly, and that doesn't please the devotees. See, or those who are, like here, the idea whether, Christ had ascended. If Christ was there, they would have said, hey man, you've been around long enough. Do you understand the process? Or do you have a bona fide guru? And they noticed, John said, whoever is really into Christ, they confess the name of their guru. They confess that Christ is a special person, specially sent there. If they can't do that, they're a hypocrite, they're a liar, a cheater, they're a stealer, a thief. That's what they do, And that's how it is. If you're around here for 3 years, 4 years, and you can't confess the name of your guru, then there's something odd, something wrong. You're not really following what process are you following? What are you doing here, man? Hey, I don't want people on my back. I'm here, I have a job, man. Prabhupada gave me this job. Lord Caitanya, Krishna gave me this job. I teach chapter 1. If you don't see your guru is actually here before you after like 1, 2, 3 years, why don't you go somewhere else, man? Go steal some energy anywhere else. You didn't hear. Obviously, you're not hearing. How come you're not hearing after 3 years? Chapter 1 of Adi Leela, I went over and over, at least 100 times already? Why do we don't need that. I don't want that. I want somebody that's on my back, but not on my back. Either we're here as a team. In that movie 300, they were united, man. They were strong. They went against millions of people because they were trained properly. See? You're learning Chaitanya Charitamrita. And if you're here long enough, I mean, it's fine you come here. I mean, you should. I don't want a blind believer. I don't want you to fall into a cult. You go over there and you go, well, immediately, when we went to Narayan Raj, in 2 days, you got to accept him. You have to. Don't even think about it. Just do it. We had to take initiation immediately. I had, these. No, don't really look over the person's mentality. No, just do it right now. I don't want people like that here. I'm here to teach Chaitanya Lila principles. And if you don't have pure love of God and you have these devotional symptoms, you need Shiksha Guru. And after a few years and you're here and you still can't confess the name of your guru, because if you got a real guru, that's how you're saved, man. It's always been like that and always will be. Even the Vaidis confessed Prabhupada, right? When they were, hey, yeah. So, if you're here and you're hearing, then this seed should grow in your heart. I know, it's not like I want to be, the door. I just want to see you following the real process, man. Hey, man, the real devotional potency is here. If you don't see that, you won't confess the name of the guru that you have. You will not be a devotee of a devotee. So why be a time? Why waste your time here? Why waste my time? Why waste everybody else's time? It doesn't please people. I got chastised yesterday from a devotee. I won't mention her name for not for not acknowledging what was evident, But I don't know. I was, I believe the hypocrisy of, Guru Devs and all that stuff gives so much trouble to the devotee, But I've learned my lesson, man. So the Lord Chaitanya locked the doors so the bhakti of the people can grow and keep them from those who are still contaminated. And we thought, well, let us just go in there and pick up the energy. Let's see what he's about. That kind of stuff. You don't think we have people like that here sometimes? Yeah. Yeah. So it's and so that's just how it is. Yeah, and I was thinking also with like Johan, I still think, why can't he do what I did? Why the hell can't he do what I did? I did before I even preached. The Lord put me through severe stuff. I didn't get anybody. I didn't even think about it. I just I just relished, tasted. Because I tell you, if you do this prematurely, to get up there and teach like this prematurely, and it's not really deep and you're really purified, you're going to feed this name and fame. You're going to be speculating. You're just going to feed that stuff. And the hypocrites love it, man. They're going to go right to you, Johan. They're going to go right to you and take you down. And you won't even know it. If you really want bhakti, man, why don't you go on a sabbatical like I did? Govinda, Lalita, my God, what beautiful preachers. I mean, I'm confident in them. Their hearts are like gold. And you're pretty good. But the thing is, the water can be diverted there. And if it is, it'll give you problems. That's why the hypocrites love your classes. They want to go there, and take you down, and they will. Unless your bhakti is really pure and purified and strong, and there's not this name and fame desire, is donkey urine. And so people see it. Well, not everybody sees it. That's the problem. That's why I'm sorry, man. While I'm here, I'm a stickler. I'm a crab. On my A team, man, it's the A teams. Govinda, A team. Lalita Ganga, A team. And if you guys don't like it, if you are grumblers and all that, well, that's your purification. That's your contamination. I love glorifying. I love, giving the glory where glory is happening. We can't glory in ourselves, but if the glory has chosen somebody, it's chosen somebody. And if you can't confess the name of your guru after being here 3 years, you're one contaminated fucker. You should be ashamed of yourself, but you won't be because they don't care people like that. 3, 6 years sometimes they can't say, and they'll just, oh, glory, under their breath because they don't want to say, they don't want because they're contaminated. See? So get the fuck out of here, man. You don't like it? Hey, man, they do this. They use that word all the time, everywhere. So you get used to it. It's okay. And if you don't like it, too bad, man. You want to be more inviting. Oh, you like the mode of goodness. Go out there and get to the hypocrite gurus and all that and go to they don't say, unless they're in the GBC meeting and they're going, fuck, 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 fuck. But to you guys, ooh, wolves in sheep, we're just wolves in sheep's clothing. Boo, 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 boo. I like it rough and tumble sometimes, raw.
I was feeling this so much.
Yeah.
I was having this conversation to the wolves trees this morning. I'm not happy about hearing devotees such as Johan standing up who do not know Maya Tattva in relationship to what's happening in the world.
Yeah.
I'm not happy.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about it.
Well, you're in danger there, Johan, of being like those guys in ISKCON. They're like that, and you just got to go through a deep purification. And if you want, I mean, it's up to you. But I'm not here to be like control everybody to do what they, Hey, but I have my standards. I have my realizations. The Lord shows me these things. I trust it. And I'm just throwing it out to you. And on this thread, the A team and all that, I'm Govinda and Lalita. And if you got any intelligence out there, people who are followers here, you will listen to these persons here, and you're going to have no troubles. But those persons who preach and want to preach and do this, and still that water is being diverted to name and fame and speculation still, and you listen to that, you take part of that. It's just the way it is, man. You want to slow your process, go ahead. You'll be a sahaja, because that's what happens. You'll get a little energy, you get the energy and all that. But personally, I would, this is my advice there, Johan, just go on sabbatical and learn from the devotees, get pure. Try and see this purification thing. Listen to Govinda, listen to me. Why do I say I had to go through, I'm still going through purification. Everybody is. Otherwise, you preach some wrong thing because you preach by what you hear or don't hear or don't experience. And I don't want half-assed preachers here. I want deep, purified people who Krishna really is seated deeply in there. See, that's just, while I'm here, when I'm gone, then you'll see all kinds of shit will happen. But not with Govinda, not with Lalita, not with a lot of people, not with Janaki. Not with many devotees here, because you're every day, we're putting money in our bank account, spiritual potency in our banking account. This goes a long way. Everybody's putting material money in their bank account. They put in like fiat currency and they're losing money all the time because Maya is always cheating you. Oh, Johan. Okay. What do you think, Johan?
I'm listening to Govinda and I'm listening to Lalita, so I really don't. Yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Continue. It's not in a 2-day thing, man.
No, I know that, but it's.
Yeah. What advice do you have to give to Johan, Govinda? Anything you want to say?
Yeah, I wouldn't go live. I would just listen to the process. Listen to the devotees. Go to the rooms. Listen in the rooms. Listen. You don't know Maya Tattva. You don't know Rasa Tattva. You never answer my question, so just listen. You can't answer my questions. What is the pharmaceuticals industry relationship with my attack in 2023? You can't answer that question. I've asked you endless time.
Oh, really?
So listen. I ask that question in your videos all the time. You never answer it. You're like a politician. You're like religion.
See,
Like the God brothers, be quiet and listen. Take the cotton wool out of your mouth and put it in your ears.
Govinda, you
Take
have
the cotton wool out of your mouth, put it in your ears. Or the other way around.
I try to explain also, but I said I need also my B12 vaccination. I need this. So there's also pharmaceutica. I need
You
this.
don't need it.
I need
you don't
this.
need it. You're an idiot.
Listen, Govinda.
Okay, that's one thing.
Wait a moment. So much years ago, yes, my body started shaking like anything. I didn't know what was going on with my body. A time later, again, my body started shaking as anything. I couldn't control it. I had to go to the doctor, and they checked my blood, and they found that my B12 was so low. My body does not take B12 as normal people by eating things. I am born with that problem.
Yeah.
So I have to take some things. What is a pharmaceutica? What is not good? I know it, but I have to do something. I try to explain it to you, but you overlook.
Okay, I understand.
So there are some things that I have to do with this body, unless I cannot function not anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But in relationship to the recent ones, you are fooling and misleading people because you don't speak out against it. You actually ridicule your guru for standing out and preaching against it. That is my point.
Against what?
That is offensive. When you stick like a magnet on your shoulder to say, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with taking that thing. It's okay. It's okay." You're ridiculing your guru.
You stick a magnet on the shoulders.
I don't take the vaccination of anything anymore. So where are you? You're stuck, Gavina. I really don't know it.
Yeah. I'll tell you where he is. Wait. I'll tell you where he is. I'll tell you where he is. Where he is he's seeing things that you don't see. Just there's that hypocrisy that's in everybody until it gets out of it. And that's part of the purification. You don't see it, but when you stick a magnet on your arm, say, I didn't see this, but you stick a magnet on you and say, see, you're actually ridiculing your guru, subjectively. That's hypocritically. And you don't see it. And that's what I'm saying. You got to see this stuff. Otherwise, you're going to be a Judas. Naturally.
I don't do all these things anymore.
Shut your fucking mouth, man. You just react because you don't want to feel what's deep inside. See, I know this thing. It's just this is the word goes in and let it go in deep. You all want to explain, you want to justify. That's the false ego wants to justify itself. It's what it does. Justify why it's right. This is just just relax into it there. Go ahead, relax, Johan. Relax into it. Relax. Yeah. So these kind of things are there. That's why I say take a little sabbatical, because I don't want that energy going out, and the new people don't know, and they pick it up, and then takes time to cultivate. Hypocrisy is in everybody. This thing, we have this side. It's like the devil or Maya. It's been hidden behind us. And it's that's one thing about River. She knew that. See? And that's what you didn't like about her, because she would she was dealing with it and she knew that was there. See, you wanted to push that away and aside and all that. And that's, but that you can't, because if you really want to go deep, and you got to go through all this. It's like a dark night of the soul. This thing comes up. It'll make you a much better pre-airflow. You'll be clean. It'll be cleaned out. What do you think, Lalita? Give us a word.
I said so many things before. For me, it was a bit disturbing hearing Johan preaching against what you were saying, and it was not talkable. So I had to act one day. I had to explode and say, "Hey, whoa, this is not going in the right direction."
Yeah.
That was my feeling. I am the lower, the one who has no knowledge. So I always had to shut my mouth against the Pharisees of the Sangha, and it was very, very difficult to defend myself, and sometimes to defend my guru, because I did not have and I have many times shut my mouth because they came with the shastras, and it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense what they were saying. I believe that you save us. I believe that you saved Yamuna. I believe that you saved Rangalega. I believe that I'm not the hypocrite. I have been singing for her, and I have seen her face because of you. I have seen that. And you have saved us. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here if I would not be that completely convinced about that. So that's all I want to say.
I mean, you see, that's the thing. If you're really clear on the transcendental potency, you know it works. If the Lord is in you and you have these symptoms of the Holy Spirit like this, you're saved, man. And even like with you, Johan, you're saved. Still, the purification goes on for everybody, and it's not like, even when you get when it gets really smoother and smooth, and the hypocrisy is more out, you'll see you're still getting purified. It's beautiful. It's more of it's not an edge to it, or you're not repressing and or doing, what this is. It's this. It's that part, that like is like really angry about something, and it comes out in a sneaky way. They did this with Prabhupada, and I'd like to see you get through that in this life, and you can. That's why while I'm here, it's going to be a little bit tough, because if I'm not here, it'll be just like with you just water that, you won't know anything, and some of the devotees won't be strong enough. Like Lalita's just coming to get this strength now to deal with it, so, because, so anyway, it's kind of like that. And, my feeling was that, we just take it easy, keep getting purified. Go ahead, Johan. What?
I'm telling you, all my videos, you are the one who have helped to change my mind. I said this. I'm not talking about everything what Govina now again is throwing on me. And I don't talk anymore about all this and that. So I don't know.
But you've got to take responsibility for what you did, Johan.
Exactly.
I already told it.
You're a preacher. You've got to know my tattva. For you taking whatever you want to take is one thing, but you're a public preacher. You've got to present the truth. You're not. You ridicule your government, your guru over and over again.
Not now anymore.
By deriding his compassion.
Not now, but you did it. Take responsibility.
I'm sorry, I said it. But
share the truth that Guru Maharaj is sharing the truth. You were wrong.
That I have the feeling that if you say, "Hey, I said it live," hey, I'm sorry that I'm wrong, and I said more. But for me, it's not immediate.
Yeah.
You're a public preacher. You've got to share these things. You've got to know my tattva. That's why you should take sabbatical. You don't know my tattva clearly. You don't know rasa tattva. You screamed in my face when I was at Madhu's. Now I'm strong. I can take it. You do that to neophytes. I don't like it. You're misleading. Yes, you're using your guru's name at the start of the class, but you're misleading people on rasa tattva, maya tattva. I haven't seen you stand up and say, devotees, I advise you not to take that thing because it's poisonous. You deride your guru. I don't like it. You're in a bass, an aparadi.
Yeah.
You're the god brother. You are the hypocrite.
See, one thing, if you, here I'm preaching about this, and you may disagree, but you need to do the research. And don't tell me, you have to do the research to not just give me like what the doctors, I know what the doctor, this is like the COMSA program, man. They're all united. They all have a plan, man. It's all Agenda 20, do you know Agenda 2030, 2025? Do you know all about these things? Do you know about the UN meetings where they have this program of depopulation? Yeah, that's why you got to do the research, especially if your guru is saying that. If you're going to say anything opposite, you need to do at least the research I've done.
But I'm not saying anything over all these things.
Well, you might need to say, well, why wouldn't you integrate that in there? Otherwise, it's just rade, and take your shots. That's what they do. I had like some new people here that also did that, and they think, well, I don't want to know. Well, I'm sorry, man. That's reality. We're in this world, and I'm preaching. I'm an integrated person, man. And I'm teaching integration. I've been enough Rade classes. I know what that's like, and I know the devotees are like half. They're not even whole. They got to be well-rounded. Got to be, you got to know what the hell's going on. Jesus taught this, man. He taught you got to be as wise as serpents. The serpents are in charge of the world now. Prabhupada knew that. He said the Rakshasas are managing the world. What are you going to do? You're in the world. We have a society. We have a society within a society, but we're in the society. We have new people coming. What is going on now in 2023? Are you aware of that? But most people aren't, So you got to wake up to what the current situation is, that's part of as it is. It's Maya Tattva. How is Maya working in this world now? Not 50 years ago, that's why I use the histories. I'm preaching from the histories. I say, 10th canto, all these demons got together and were very powerful because they united. And that's what these demons got together in the UN, and said, we have a plan we want to depopulate and make a one world government where we're in charge and we have slaves. And we're going to trick everybody and lie to them about climate change. These are all lies, complete lies, material motivations. You should know that, because otherwise this comes into the mainstream media and people tell you this and you start to believe these things. It's all a lie. You got to know a liar who is a liar. That's Maya Tattva. That's what I'm teaching. That's
I know that government are lying. I know also, and I said this also in my videos, that eating of people happened already then. People were offered already at that time. It is still going on.
Yeah, what I'm looking at, you're still justifying. You're saying you're still justifying instead of saying, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, no, not artificially. Not artificially. You're still trying to justify. This is a knee-jerk reaction, trying to justify the position. So anyway, it does take time to sink in. This is deep stuff, and it's actually part of the teaching in Chaitanya Lila. One must not avoid controversies. And this is part of it, even in our Sangha. Okay. Yeah, what else here? Yeah, okay. Let's see what other people are saying. Oh, Gurudev, I love you so much. I never leave you, except when I'm a Dortmund. Okay, all right. Where do we go from here? Let's see here. What was I reading here? How are you feeling right now there, Johan?
How I feel?
Yeah, how do you feel?
Yeah, okay, I feel something, but
how do you feel being attacked by the devotees? You know?
I feel, of course, it's not what I feel, but I'm also a person who knows, yeah, I heard, I prefer not to say it because others will be again.
No, say it because it's real. It's real.
It took not me, but it took already 6 times the vaccination and is still alive.
Yeah.
So what will happen, we will see in the future.
Yeah. One person, you said, huh?
No,
how about the thousands? How about millions? How about millions of people that are dead already from that thing? How about millions of people that are maimed by it? You want the proof? Well, get on. You know, I can't. You know, don't you ever think? Don't you ever wonder why all the media outlets won't let you say anything that is different than the one opinion? The one opinion that they promote, it's all the same. If you have a different opinion, even with doctors and backings and all of this stuff, I mean, it's like you lived under a rock or something.
No.
You know? Not to know, and you think one guy that you or whoever it is, you know, or a few people or 5 people. You know, I have reports of 5 million people or more that are dead from this. They have villages now with posters of people that have been dead. They're dead. They know it. You have to go to the dark web to get these villages that are posting all the people that are dead, and they know. But the mainstream media, they black all that stuff out because they got AI technology. See? So that's the thing you're dealing with here. Sticking a magnet on there is a good saying. Yeah, you see, what is a magnet sticking? What the hell are you putting metal in your veins for? Who the hell wants metal in the veins? Then that's what they're doing. But anyway, this is really out there, and I'm telling you, a lot of people are hypnotized, and it's a kind of a psychological brainwash thing, mass brainwashed. And it goes, even people that are so-called intelligent, colleges and everything, they're susceptible to this brainwashing thing.
Yeah, but for me, speaking of mine, I'm living here, you've been here in my place. You know, it's close. So much people also took the vaccination more than once. Yeah. And I don't see anybody falling dead or down. I go to the villages and I don't see anything. And now they are also saying this fake news. Who knows that they are using the AI for making these things?
They're saying,
let's see.
They're all saying, all the mainstream media are always saying they're fake news. They're projecting their fake news it's fake news. If you do the research.
I'm seeing where I am living. I'm going from that point.
Yeah, well, you got to go more than that. You got to go more than that. You know, people do. You know, we're living in a society. You know, it's not just one little place in your little village. They're also different. You know, there's so many considerations. There's different batches. They give the different public places. You know, all kinds of considerations. You know?
You don't know my attack for Johan. You do not know my
you can't just
please.
It's like in a little pond, your own little pond there, and what you see. You don't know. Maybe people, you know how many people that have the problems, and they're telling God, you know, we can't, if we say anything, the doctors even they criticize them, and it's all like a communist thing, you know. Oh, yeah, how dare you, you know, and all this, and people well, we tried to do the right thing. Lalita does know a lot of people there were a lot of people that were, dead, right? From the last couple of years.
Yeah, and my son is an ambulance man. He told a lot to my daughter about what he sees about bleedings, etc.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bleeding, internal bleedings.
Yeah, there's all kinds
He
of.
works in Brussels. He's an ambulance. It's 24 hours picking up people, not all from dead, but he sees a lot of increase of these kind of things. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just one person. There's so many out there, and so that's just how it is, It's just there's a lot of things. I wish I could see. The thing is, maybe everybody. If you want to preach and you want to get well-rounded, we should do a thing called. It's the best thing is Signal. It's a messaging place. And I'll show you all the evidence. It's undeniable. I mean, you could see people who don't sell out. See, the people that are doing this, they're selling out in some way. Maybe they're threatened. Their families are threatened. Maybe they're given bags of money. If they're in a leadership position, our gurus are being sold out in authoritative positions, the Dalai Lama, all kinds of bullshit going on in this world right now. Even the Bible said there will be strong deception at this time, and we know it's this time because there's strong deception going on, even in our Sangha. Yeah, go ahead. What, Lalita?
Yeah, my daughter, her doctor is a rheumatologist. She doesn't want to talk about the vaccine on the phone. She said, come here. I'm talking to you about it when you're here. My daughter has to come. She doesn't want to talk about the...
Yeah. So what is that about? I mean, that's going on all over the place. Why are they hiding something? What are you afraid of out there? They're afraid of the truth, it's called, and that's what we're dealing with here. This is big censorship, and these demons, they know, they're flexing their technological muscles now. Not everybody is like that. A lot of people are not under that mass hypnosis. I'm not. I know a lot of people. They may not even be like into what we're doing, but God has given the right intelligence to people. So so if you want to be a preacher here, you need to, see, that's another thing. You go, well, I disagree with going. See, you don't say it, but you do say it by your way. Yeah, because you say, I don't agree, go hard, because I see everybody is in my thing. How do you know everybody? How do you know people are not just dead and they all die? Because people all die, right? And how do you know they don't have, it's the turbo cancer they're getting from that thing, which they've already found out, or they die from a heart attack or this or that. You can't say they're all dying from, what does that mean? They're not dying. Everybody, there are people been dying from day one. I mean, from just natural causes. How do you know the difference? You can't say, that's why this is like a what do you call, like a murder that's without detection. I mean, you can detect it if you look at it and research and different things in which they're doing. A lot of people are doing. Yeah. So a lot of people take this seriously, like that's their mission in this world. I mean, they think, hey man, we're going to try to save the world. They're going to, that's, and the other side, the demons, they want to control the world and manage everything and get everything down because they don't want millions of people rebelling against a few. That was, yeah, go ahead. What?
And also, I preach to a lot of people who are awoke on that one kind of level. It's difficult enough to preach Krishna consciousness on this level that we're doing. But when people are coming in and they don't know Maya Tattva, they just confuse and they dirty what you're doing and what we're doing. Mm-hmm. You don't add to it, Johan. You're confusing people. Mm-hmm. If my friends here listening to your understanding of Maya Tattva, it would throw them right off. I have to use you as an example of somebody not to listen to, as Madhu as somebody not to listen to, and I do, because you're standing up in one breath, you're using Guru Hari's name, but you're misrepresenting. It really is better if you take a sabbatical and listen.
Simple. I will not go anymore live, and then it's all these things finished.
Yeah.
Voila.
But listen and learn. Listen and learn. Listen and learn.
Yeah,
speak to the people on the street and go to the room.
Govinda, did you check it out? Medical medium, which get also the mercy of the merciful Lord. And they are saying, hey, this vaccination is yes, there will people get sick, there will people get sick, but it is on things that they have in their bodies. Did you check this out?
Yeah, no, okay, see, all right, hey, you were misconstruing that, man, and I'll tell you how. Yes, it's true, but not exactly what you mean. People have in their bodies potentials, and then you get that, and it accentuates that. You have potential to get cancers and stuff like this, or you have remissions. This is where they find remissions, and you take that. A lot of people have gotten their remissions come back, or they get cancer, but it goes from first stage to fourth stage in like weeks instead of the slow natural process. It accentuates, accelerates everything. This MMR, the guy who invented this thing is preaching against it. He invented the MMR. You don't know that person, but I know that person. You know, he invented the MNRA. He said, this is the worst thing. He says it has all these things that it does. When they did studies, they gave it up because it eventually killed all the animals that they did the studies on. You know, and that's the ultimate result. And that's what they want ultimately. And so it maims people. They have different batches with different things in them. We're this experiment, for God's sake.
Yeah, but finally, we cannot do anything. You can talk it, you can do it, but things will happen that you self-say. It will go on.
Hold on a minute. No, actually, I've got friends who've come to me and asked me my advice on it. And I say, no, don't take it. You can do something. You're taking a wishy-washy position.
No, you don't understand me, Govinda.
I understand you perfectly. You must be able to tell people, even on a bodily level, no, don't take that. And then give them an opportunity to come to the spiritual platform where they can transcend the whole thing. I'm not pleased with you misleading people into taking that thing.
Govinda, that's why I'm telling regularly drink lemon juice. Because it helps you
First of all, when I started preaching, did you take, and everybody else, see, like I said, please don't take it. Wait, everybody, please wait. But you didn't wait. Madhusudana didn't wait. Even I told Radhe, don't do it, and she did it, and Francis did it. See? So, and even Pani did it. I'm telling you, that's how strong the mass, even your guru saying that, please fucking wait, and you can't wait. That's how you're influenced by that stuff. Even your guru said, fucking wait for a little bit. And still, you don't even think, whatever. So that's how it is. It's a mass hypnosis, and I'm here to do my best because I'm here to protect the disciples who want to protect. But if you still have your choice because you chose that. Madhusudana did, Pani did that, but he said, I'm not doing another one. Luckily, I said something. Luckily, I got a little vehement about it. Could you imagine the people that took it who just came? You know, if I did preach like that, they probably would have at least thought about it. A lot of people don't have the information. They believe in their authorities. And this is the time to question authority. Your authorities are against you because that's what they do. I mean, the Lord if you take shelter of the Lord, he'll help you. Like here, the Lord shows me these. He's given me the intelligence to do this and to show this and to go and do the research. On my own, I can't, figure this stuff out. But, anyway, I share it with people. And that's the problem. You have your idea and you think, well, you don't, maybe not conscious of it, but you act. It's the deed that Govinda's looking at, that I'm looking at. And Lalita's looking at we're looking at your deed, even though you say, well, no, but then you go on and do the deed of saying, well, I look at all these people and they don't see. In other words, you're still disagreeing. And I can understand that to a point, but that's why I say, do the research, please. And I think I should start a channel where I can put the information and I want you to look at it. If you want to preach, I want you to look at all this information, because people are making decisions based on a lack of information. Even in the Bible, it says that. The Bible says that my people, God is saying this, my people are being destroyed for a lack of knowledge. And this is part of the knowledge. You can be destroyed physically. Also, your body is. But why do we want our body? It's a temple of God. Why people took this thing, and there's a 99% healing rate from recovery rate. That's just the stupidest thing in the world. 99.9% recovery rate, and you take this and put that experimental thing that they didn't even they had to do all this tricky stuff. Well, it's an emergency thing. What emergency? 99.9% survival rate. And come on, I just can't believe people are in you got to almost smack them with the truth like this. It's totally illogical. It's totally stupid. You're not thinking straight.
You're going against two acharyas, man. You're going against two acharyas, Johan, Madhu, and you're preaching against two acharyas. You're preaching against the whole disciplinary line.
Yeah.
You're worthless, insignificant. Yeah. Take a sabbatical. Learn Maya Tattva for the benefit of people.
Yeah. Otherwise, you get you got to wake up.
Just be quiet, Johan.
Govinda, you feel that you have to talk about these things. Yeah, let me talk. Yes, I'm allowed to talk or not?
Yeah, of course.
And I feel I don't have to talk. I prefer to talk about the Lord pastimes. And what thing must happen, must happen.
Okay, Lalita, what do you have to say about that?
You talk about it. You you talk about it. You say the opposite of what Guru says. If you would have kept your mouth shut, I wouldn't have said anything.
That is not what I'm doing. The last live videos that I'm making, I did it. I said, sorry that I did it. I did a mistake. I'm learning. Okay. Did I'm doing this now in the last live videos of me? No. I mean, did I'm not learning? Did I'm not telling Sheila, go to hell yourself, the crap all out of me? But you were always going back and back and back.
You just defended your opinion again. You just did defend it again. So was it from the heart? Were you completely convinced? That's not what I felt now.
You're still not convinced. You say, and you didn't say, well, see, you're not convinced. You said, well, I still disagree. See, you didn't say it, but you said it, and I'm going to point it out so you can understand the hypocrisy. Oh, I still, I don't see anybody, even though Gohar, you're saying all these things and giving me this information. But I see in my thing, I still disagree because I see people aren't dying like flies everywhere in my vicinity here. And that's a lie in itself. You're lying to yourself because people are always dying. Yeah, you got to go deeper into that. You can't say they're not dying. Of course they're fucking dying. God.
Yeah, but everybody's dying. That's normal. Everybody's dying.
Yeah, it's normal. But there's abnormal deaths too. And that's the thing is, you can't say, well, I'm going to base my conclusion based, well, I don't see people are dying, but it's not abnormal. You don't know. You don't know. You don't have enough information. It's been withheld from you.
That's true.
And why don't you say, go, Ari? Why don't you, I'll go on signal. I want to learn. But you don't say that. I'm looking at your fucking deeds, Johan. I'm seeing your fucking hypocrisy. And you can't see it. You know, you're not coming, go, Hari. You're not submissive. Really? It's a fucking hip. You're like, you know why Chamagori likes you? Because she's like that. And that's why she'll take you down. She'll, you know, that energy combined with you and her. Oh, you'll be the biggest fucking hypocrites. Oh, Guru Dave. Oh, Guru Dave. But I'm actually against you. I don't want any knives in my back. Been there, done that before. Maya does that. She's running that. You haven't identified that demon inside, and you know what happens? Therefore, that demon runs your action, does the deed, does the opposite. You know, oh yeah, Guru Dev, but actually I don't agree with my Guru Dev on that thing. And on a lot of things, a lot of speculations out there. Good, now we're getting someplace. That's what that, just take it in. Yeah, take it in. Okay, what is this here? I had a really bad flu and I thought I was going to die, but I chanted and prayed. Yeah. And and so anyway. Okay. When Govinda disappeared. Oh, you're lucky, Johan. You're lucky.
Must be his internet, I think.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's give Johan I think he did pretty good today by listening to this. You know, I mean, this is heavy, I know. You know, this is not easy to take. Yeah. Okay. All right. Where are we at here? Yeah. Day and night he tasted transcendental blissful songs and verses with his two associates, namely Swerve Damodar. Oh, you read some there, Lalita.
I will unmute myself,
Yeah, and thanks for coming on, Johan, and, you know, because this is, I know it's not easy, and it may seem like it's totally, you know, it's like that other side. It's like not in the awareness yet, but this sometimes it helps jog it into it.
Did you saw my video van deze morgen? How the Lord was giving me...
oh, yeah? Okay,
yeah, I
good,
was slapping, I couldn't even talk, I couldn't chant. So the Lord is not so... Ooh.
Yeah, good. Hot seat. Yeah. Go ahead, Lalita, read on.
Okay. Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna. All glories to you and all glories to Lord Caitanya. Day and night, he tasted transcendental blissful songs and verses with two associates, namely Swarupa Damodara Goswami and Ramananda Raya. He relished the symptoms of various transcendental emotions, such as jubilation, lamentation, anger, humility, anxiety, grief, eagerness, and satisfaction. He would recite his own verses.
You know, one thing that like Jesus and Prabhupada and all really deep devotees, and which I want to see people becoming here, you know, is they know man very well. They know man's kind they know that. They know people's intentions. See, and that That's why Jesus taught his disciples, and I'm teaching mine. You have to become wise like serpents. These are serpents. You got to know their weapons. It's all in the Bhagavatam. They have serpent why they talk about these things. There's serpent weapons are deceptions, lies, and speculations. All these are weapons to hide the absolute truth. This is the Lord's Maya. See, and so you have to know what you're dealing with in this world too, but be as gentle as doves. You don't have to, go out there and wage war against it. But you need to understand that, and I could see that in the preaching why it's important, not to be like one of these rades, the rade, they're all in their little worlds, but not, You see what Prabhupada, even great scholars, they've started to recognize Prabhupada in his preaching because he had this full, grounded, perspective. He saw everything in relationship, Krishna in relationship to the world, and made bridges. See? And so he saw, and he saw the faults in society and what would give the medicine for that. And he preached that. And he would comment on that. He would make a lot of purports, all kinds of stuff about society and that kind of stuff. He saw the faults in it, and he showed how to relate the truth to that stuff. See, so I try, also doing this similar thing. The Lord shows me the Bhagavatam examples, and I show you see how the great kings got together. And they made a pact and were very strong, and that's why they overwhelmed the Vaidhi Bhaktas mainly, and the sages who would do like Vedic rituals and stuff like that. They became more powerful than the kings that were good people, like good, they were trying to do good and all that, and they threw them in jail, and they took over the world. That's what's happening again. And that's why you see the Shuddha Bhakti potency is coming again to rectify it. It has to. It's the balance for the world. Otherwise, the modes of nature, when the mode of ignorance is too powerful, if it doesn't come in balance, everything is destroyed. And what is that? Not to have everything. You have to have life on this planet. And so the Lord comes to balance everything out. And we happen to be in Kali Yuga, which is special because the Lord wants to promote so many people into the transcendental platform. So all you have to do is follow the path, and come. And the ones who go through the regeneration, you could see those who are sincere from their hearts. They worship, and the devotees feel it. You can tell when people are in harmony on that level. And so, but see, that's why it can be intense, because those who are going through the purification, going through the regeneration, they can feel somebody that needs some more of that, or is resistant to that, or doesn't want. You can feel who's a real brother. This is how it was when the early Christians, they knew that. I'm also seeing, when I look at this, I say, whoa, you got to come in again, same thing. It's always the same. Okay? So this is the baptism by fire. See, and whoever's sincere, they'll go through it. And if they're not ready for this, they'll go to somewhere else. The Lord has got a teacher and teachings for people if you need the more gentle course and more lifetimes. If you want to go through the regeneration in this life, you can. You can come, and like for me, I'm amazed too. It's like, wow, it's getting really good, Lord. All this, I've been through plenty of shit, man. yeah. And but now it's getting really good. It's like, whoa, transcendental mellows. I can, but I still don't lose my understanding of what's going on in the world. You notice that?
It's I don't find the word. Suddenly, it's transcendental intuition.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. Lord Caitanya also, he could tell the mentalities of people and all of that. He understood, because that's what you get. So anyway, everybody here, There'll be some fire and some, stuff like that. But hey, man, if you and if you don't take it well, then you're not really that sincere. Because the real devotee, Lalita's a good example. I put her through hell. I said, "Yeah, I don't want to even see you. You Putana, get out of here," and all that. And she did, and she never lied. Balaram said, "What are you doing with a guy like that, man? He doesn't even care." Nope, he's the one. That's why she is like she is. And I told her, I said, "You're going to see, this is going to be glorious." And, look at it's like nothing happened. Well, something big happened. She got really deeply purified. River also, River was going. She, this was amazing. What a trooper. Amazing, Got hooked on a machine for 30 years. And having all these things inside and still, working with it and, dealing with it, it was hard. I stayed, that's why I stayed, at her place for a lot of times. I felt good there. Even Karuna, even with all this shit and all that stuff, it'll all work out ultimately. You just, it's like the persons have certain bents, they have to be on the outside, because we got a thing going on here. Yeah, go ahead there, Lalita.
Sometimes the Lord would be absorbed in a particular emotion, and would stay awake all night, reciting related verses and relishing their taste.
See, that's where it's going, isn't it? Beautiful, but you can't jump there. We can't jump there. It's nice organic evolution. Okay? And it's just relishing mellows is this deep intimacy with the Lord, and all name and fame and all that stuff just goes, and you're just so happy just to be with God. It's so deep and so wonderful, and it's a gift for whoever comes into this association. Whatever needs to be done will be done. If you will trust what's going on here. I trust it. I don't want to say all these things that I say half the time, I'd rather just be quiet, but the Lord shows me, and, these things, they come, I'm just chanting, and all of a sudden, these things, and I just share it here. I see it's important, and so, because we're doing more. We're doing more than just, like Lord Caitanya got to a point where he just relished mellows with those two devotees. Yeah, and he didn't deal with this kind of stuff that we're, because he just wanted to be there. So you got to take that in consideration. We got to go through purification, to get to that eventual, and that'll be all natural also. But we get a lot. Look, I'm happy with what I get, and also I have to be dutiful because I have this, this is for the disciplic line, this work. Hey, CHD, I want is your stance on shampoo urine therapy. I don't know. I haven't gotten into that yet. Go ahead, read on there. Sorry about that. I don't know. It's probably okay.
Okay, continue. In great tribulation, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, my dear Svarupa Damodara, Ramanandaraya, know for me that chanting the holy names is the most feasible means of salvation in this age of Kali.
Yeah, and I can just see how a lot of people think, like I think even Johan was saying, you see, all you need is the holy name. Okay, thank you, Johan. All you need is the holy name. You see. No, you don't see. See, you look at the actions. See, what you can't do when you still got the hypocrisy and you can't look at the actions. See? So you see, I see, what I see is what the Lord did and how he did it. See? I see how the Lord did it. So the Lord did it in association with his devotees. He chanted the holy name. Remember, you notice that I preach that all the time. I also give some more details about that. Oh yeah, okay. Now, if you're sufficient intelligence, if you got good intelligence, you'll listen here and chant the holy names with ecstatic devotees, and it just quickens the process. Or you're in danger of giving up. You know how many devotees have given up devotional service? We met that one person, right, on the YouTube video. He says, oh, that's a cult. It's all this. It doesn't work. You got to have a guru. The guru thing doesn't work, right? He gave it up, right? Why? Because he didn't chant in association of ecstatic devotees who have the result of ecstatic worship. Now, that's a full scene of the picture. You see the deed. See that not only what he's saying there, you see, but look at the whole context. Look at these people who gave up devotional service because they have bogus gurus who are not ecstatic devotees and representing our line. That's why I said I want people to represent our real line, but you can't half-ass it. You got to go through the deep purification. Like with Johan, you could see he's been sidestepping it for years. So now it's his time. It's his turn. He's always like, oh, I don't need it. I'm ecstatic devotee. I'm pure devotee. See, I laugh and all that stuff. See, but okay, well, you could see you need to go through it. So you're congruent, in the deed. You're not against your guru in deed, but in word, you're for him. You see the difference? That was the Judas. By his word, he was, and he betrayed him with his deed, the deed. It's always the deed. So that's what you get. I mean, then it'll be full body, grounded deeply here. See, Maya will be kicked out. The hypocrisy, the putana, whatever is in there, the donkey demon, the resistant one, boom, kicked out. And see, and then God sinks down. Full body. Okay? Yeah. So why not, man? Why not go all the way if you can? Go ahead, Lalita.
In this age of Kali Yoga, the process of worshiping Krishna is to perform sacrifice by chanting the holy name of the Lord.
Chanting the holy name of the Lord. And if you got sufficient intelligence, you'll understand how the whole picture. See, Lord Caitanya said, if one doesn't accept me, they will be destroyed. See, so first there's some hypocrisy usually. So you come to ISKCON or you come to these groups and you chant the holy name. A little hypocrisy. You know what the hypocrisy is? Well, you haven't really accepted the Lord yet fully. Because when the Lord is here or his devotees are here, if the devotee is here, they represent the Satchidananda Lord, if they're not hiding that. See? So you have to get over the hypocrisy of chanting the holy name hypocritically when the devotees come here who chant the holy name and the Lord is deep inside, and expressing here. And then when you come into that society and chant the holy name, boy, you can probably finish it in one life, in a few days or a few weeks or a few months or a few years, depending on your capabilities, your assimilation potential, instead of many lifetimes that Narayan Raj preached. He even said, there are many sahajas in my Sangha. I remember him saying that. Many sahajas. You know what that is? that's trying to be on a platform that you're not. It's like, because in that way he's preaching all that Radhe, Radhe, Rupa, Rupa, all these pastimes and everything. And the devotees are not qualified to relish it, to taste it. They don't even know about that, tasting it. So you got to see a devotee tasting these leelas. Like, dude, can you imagine being back there 550 years ago and Lord Caitanya is right there tasting those mellows and you're seeing it with your own eyes? Well, that's what goes on here. That's what I didn't see in the Narayan Maharaj group. It's all intellectual stuff. Rupa, 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 no ecstasy. Oh, and if anything appears very much like ISKCON, ooh, that's bad, that's wrong, it's dirty. Repress it, stop it, stuff it. That is against, all these speculations. Okay? That's why we have a place for people. Are you ready to move on, man? This is where, this is where Krishna moved on from Mathura at that time to get strong in bhakti. And that's why it's here. You move on from ISKCON or Gaudiya Smriti or Radha, all those groups, if it's for you to do it, so that you can get strong in this bhakti like Krishna did, showed the example. Like Lord Caitanya showed the example of locking the door for a while, so his devotees get very strong. Doesn't it? You notice the strength that the devotees are getting, like Lalita here every day. She's like she eats a lot. She's very gluttonous spiritually, and you can see with your own eyes a person getting stronger spiritually and stronger. Pretty amazing. See, because of Sadhu Sangha. That's why Krishna says Sadhu Sangha is the best way to realize him. The best. And people got the best here. I don't care if you don't acknowledge it out there, but that's the truth. You have ecstatic devotees who relish mellows here. My God. And that's just the truth. That is so rare. Exposing what Lord Krishna and Lord Caitanya even, Lord Krishna hides. See, we're exposing people. All they have to do is, if you come here with a sincere heart, or you want to, maybe you got some crapola in there and you want to try for that sincerity, you come here, we'll put the heat, we'll put the pedal to the metal. We'll put the heat on so that stuff can burn off. That's our job. That's what we do. Baptism by fire. And then the fire becomes cooling. Oh, all of a sudden, the fire, it's hot for some, and people, sometimes I see people, they say, God, you're punishing me. And I'm thinking, wow, what am I doing? I'm not laying a hand on you. All I'm doing is talking about Krishna and these truths. But he's punishing me. That's the karma burning up inside. See, and then gradually it becomes cool. See, very cooling to hear truths. See, like Johan, he was a bit in the hot seat. You could tell. See, I look at the deeds. Oh, he's squirming a little bit, Ooh. Yeah, it's hot, man. Yeah. Want to come up for another round, Johan? How about you, Madhusudana? Are you ready for the hot seat? You think it would be good for you? I think it would be good for Madhusudana. Would you come up here? See how you do. Why are you always in the background over there? What do you want to, what do you call? Put yourself to the test? Let's see how people are, This is part of it. Okay, so read on there, Lalita.
Oh. One who does so is certainly very intelligent.
Yeah, and so this is the complete thing. I mean, this is a jewel. If you can chant the holy name in this association here, my God, that is a treasure. You have found the light. See, the light is the conclusive truth. Now, isn't that right? Isn't that when you look at the whole picture, that is the essence of the teaching? Is chant the holy name with ecstatic devotees? Isn't that why people got the Holy Spirit, even amongst the Christians? They came into their association. They had the Holy Spirit. They preached, and people got purified and very quickly got the Holy Spirit, which they wouldn't have gotten before. That's why it works here. People come here and chant in this association and here in this association, and they start becoming ecstatic, which wouldn't have happened before. Maybe they had squirts of it now and then. See? But it's always a now and then thing instead of a consistent lifestyle like now that comes here. So this is the path. This is the will of Krishna now. I can't help it if people, not everybody's intelligent to know that, but I'm at least going to tell you the truth. And somebody, the Lord knows, will feel it like I did. When I read the Bible and John preached the truth about Jesus, I felt it and I knew this man knows God and it's right, and I was awakened. Like Lolita watched 5 of my videos, right? And after that, she got it, man. So there are many people out there like that, and we're here to get them. And the others, the grumblers or the hypocrites, whatever you are, or you're just too vitey and you believe that Varnashram Dharma is going to deliver you. Well, you know, whatever, man, say la vie, but we're going to preach the deep truth. Anybody want deep truth out there? You want deep ecstasy? You want deep intimacy with God? You found the right place. I can't help it if you don't understand what I'm saying, but I'm still going to preach it for those who can't. Because it's really true, and you give it a 60-day try. Like, didn't I tell that lady downstairs? Hey, why not give it a 30, 60-day try? Find out, man, what do you got to lose? But not everybody will do it, right? Not everybody has the strength or the inspiration, but some do. The jewels do. And you know, some may be not so strong, and when they'll come here and they'll start to get the strength, you get the taste. So we give people a chance, right? You can't give them a chance if you hide the truth. You got to expose the truth. You got to tell them the truth, right? Yeah, this truth is too heavy for some people, but not for everybody. Somebody will get. That's why Jesus knew this. He said the Lord will draw who he wants here. And I find the same thing works. That's how I found the family here. I just preached with the Lord, you know, I just spoke my truth I was getting from this worship. And then all of a sudden, you know, people are coming, you know, and we got a little family going on. Isn't that nice? Spiritual family, not a material family. Now, isn't that amazing? And it's not a Vaidhi family. It's an ecstatic family. And those who want that, they can have that here. Your pep talk is irresistible. See, that's great, Tom. Thank you. You can call me a bhakti coach, another hat. They have coaches in the world. Why shouldn't you have a bhakti coach, for the spirit? They have it for the body. You want to work, to work out that body, man. You need a coach, because who the hell wants to go in the weight gym all day, and that people know that. They need inspiration. They need somebody to do this, get up there one more time, one more rep. You got to do that with the spiritual too, because people are weak. You know how people are weak when they first start working out with the body? You're weak spiritually too. There are a lot of people, their spiritual body hasn't even sprouted. Yeah, so come here, it'll sprout, and you work out. See, this Sadhu Sangha is like a workout for the spirit. Every day working out. Look how strong Lolita. She looks like that Wonder Woman. If you saw her spiritual body, man. She hobbles along a little bit, especially now after she fell. She kind of really, But if you saw inside, it's like Atlas in there with the 6-packs. You like Wonder Woman, the Amazon woman. That's her, Telling you, man, she's no lightweight. Ask Janaki, she knows. Govinda. We were like a pack of wolves on Johan today, right? We just poor guy.
Tough love. Pack of wolves, love.
Pack of wolves, man. We're ripping up the false ego stuff. There's two of it. Okay, there's only. Let me get rid of one here. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Anything else you want to say there? Govinda, give us a word.
Oh, it's a beautiful class. It's so relevant to everybody. You can watch it from the top. Just watch it from the on the rewind. It's so relevant, and it is with compassion.
Yeah.
It's always compassion.
Yeah.
I know the difference between material anger when I was on building sites and on the shop floor and in bars. I don't feel hatred. It's just compassion, and for everybody. It's not about one person, Johan, per se. Or Govinda Das. I've sat in the dentist chair recently, and I will do if the voters want to put me in the dentist chair. I don't have any problem with that. So it's compassion, and it comes down to I accept your word, Guru Maharaj, with all my heart because I know it's Chaitanya's. And those who don't accept what you sharing on that thing, you're out of line, man, with two acharyas. So really, as a preacher, you've got to be on point. You've got to be on point, man. If you're the person in the street who's not interested in spiritual life or anything, then it has to be said. It's needed to be said. You shared my heart this morning. It came into my heart before I even got into town to come into the class. I was feeling this. I was feeling it. It's like the God Brothers thing. They had a different opinion from Prabhupada. And it would be really nice if we could all be on point in the same Harinam Sankirtan. I hope that happens and we don't have a God Brother trip. There's no need to. Johan can take that sabbatical. I'm willing to dialogue. I suggest the rooms as a place to go listen and learn. Don't go to preacher, but to listen. And that's it, man. You shared with compassion on that thing.
Yeah.
And with real compassion, you shared on that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just part of the as I said, there's a mass hypnosis thing. They actually named it. There's a name for it. I forgot what they call it, but it's a psychological thing. Oh yeah, mass reformation. And what happens is the demons, they know that, but we need to know their game, man. If you don't know their game, you're going to be playing it. Or being played by it. You'll either play it or be played by it. Even here, so people have been played by it. So that's the thing. It's so people have to wake up. You got to come out of the mass deception, and that obviously it's part of it because Jesus preached it. When you want to be one of the ones, see, you could say that like Kalki comes and cuts people down. You want to be part of that? Who does he cut down? He cuts down the unwanted population. The unwanted population are those who are the demoniac that are very strong and very egoistic, false egoists. They get cut down, and also those who comply with them because they become like that. Because of their service, they're serving that. It's what can be done. It's like we can help. We say, well, don't comply with that. Don't believe it. See, it's your faith in people who are lying to you. So that's part of Krishna consciousness. Look at what the gurus they told. Many of them said, go do that. So wouldn't that be nice if they knew the truth about it? About what's going on, but obviously they don't know. A lot of Christians are also like this. A lot of Christians are who do know, they're flabbergasted. They say, how come they don't know? Well, it's been predicted. If you're in a society of real devotees, the Lord will help you understand what's going on, who's who, and all that stuff. if you're not reviewed. I mean, you know how many people didn't believe in what Prabhupada said? They would do the hypocritical thing. Oh, yes, Prabhupada. Yes, Prabhupada. Yes, Prabhupada. But I'm waiting for you to go so I can preach my opinion. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the God brothers and all that. Oh, yes, Prabhupada. And then Prabhupada goes and they're right to the God brothers, taking initiations and all that stuff. That's the hypocrisy. And while I'm here, that's the hot seat. See? And yeah, you know, and because you'll be better. I mean, it's blessed are the pure in heart; they shall see God. Otherwise, you'll be deviated. You know, like if persons who get this bhakti, like Christina and Lulu and Johan, you know, and you divert that water over to the weed of name and fame. And also the really like you have your own opinion, you're going against guru really, but you don't say you're going against, but by deed you do. You keep watering that. You don't see that. You're lucky that you have devotees here. That's why you see Govinda, I told them, and you Lalita, they see also this. See, so that's your help. Otherwise, you don't see it. That's why you just keep diverting there, and then you get some shamaguris coming in. Oh, you be my guru, Johan, and you won't say anything, right? Isn't that what?
There was Christina who asked it, and indeed I told
yeah, see, another one.
Johan, don't you react on that? And he said, no, I don't react on that. He should have reacted. He should have said, no, Sri Agora Haridas is your guru.
In other words, there's something deep inside that wants that. Ooh, see, you swell on, you don't even know. See, you don't know. That's why you're lucky to have Lalita and Govinda and myself here calling you on it. If you're not, otherwise you'll just water that. You go live and you take the energy from people and you get a little ecstatic and they'll go, oh, wow, you're so it there, Johan. Oh, they'll just stroke that. You give you energy and you're diverting it into the false ID. And that grows. It's called a weed and it chokes the real creeper. Hey man, it's all in Caitanya Lila teaching. I just see it in action now. Yeah. So that's good for everybody. Same thing with Lalita Madhava. He's got it because he's got this speculative bent and imagination. That's why he's also not ready to do that. And people listen, they come and they listen to his imaginations. I don't want that. I'm sorry. He should also take, but you know what he could do? He could, and Johan, just go and just chant alive. And just keep your fucking mouth shut for a while. Stop speculating and feeding the speculations, and just sit there and chant, and say, oh, okay, great, wonderful. And because I notice, these persons, they have this is the passion. They want to feed that weed. You notice they really want to speak. Okay? But it's not from the pure play. They want to feed that weed. Go ahead there, Lalita.
Let them speak about their own purification. Maybe that's very healthy.
Yeah, but they got to know about their purification. They got to know what that is, too. Anyway, it'll all work out somehow or other. Isn't it nice the Lord helps us every day? We just come here, get together, and the Lord is protecting us, purifying us, helping us in every way. This is why we have Sadhu Sangha is church. That's why Jesus had churches. After he left, he had his own little church, right? He had 11 people together and they talked and discussed, and they got purified. And then when he left, they also created little groups. Yeah. Read some more there, Lalita.
Sorry, Guru Maharaj.
Read some more. Yeah, and mute your mic there, Govinda, because there's a little bit of noise coming.
Here it's noisy as well.
Yeah.
So, one who does so is certainly very intelligent, and he attains shelter. At the lotus feet of Krishna.
If people will follow this plan, there's no reason why you shouldn't attain this shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord. And what does that mean? Does anybody even know what it means? Nobody, very usually not. Shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord is the bond, is the loving, ecstatic worship of the Lord. That's the shelter, man. It gives you everything. Go ahead, Lalita. What?
And the faith in Guru and that gradual process of surrendering, it's like Jesus came and the Jews thought the Messiahs would save them from the Romans, but he saved them from the Romans, but he brought just much more than that. And that's what people don't understand here. You've got a bona fide spiritual master saves you from everything, from Maya Tattva, from the worldly things, and from the Pharisees. Your real spiritual master saves you from religion, from the dirt, from the snakes of religion. And that's such a most important thing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. See, that's preaching right. She's preaching what she's experienced, and that's really true. It's the Guru Sadhu Shastra, the real sadhus like Govinda. Do you concur with what she said? See, so you got Sadhu there, Guru. I concur. That's in the book. Also, see, so this is perfection. Is Guru Sadhu Shastra? It's the conclusive truth and the way. And if anybody follows that example, they will get the shelter of the Lord's feet. That's why she's got the shelter and Govinda's got the shelter. They've accepted this heart and soul. Jesus taught the same thing, and many Christians, they're not clear. It's about being a bona fide spiritual master when you're chosen. Jesus was chosen. And in that line, if you're in the real line, you'll be chosen too, and you'll take that responsibility of delivering your dependence. Paul did. He preached about the glories of Christ, but he said, you're like my sons.
Your shelter depends on your faith.
Yeah, and that's why I say, if you've been here 3 years or 5 years and you can't say all glories to my Gurudev, he saved me, you're not saved yet. So just take note of that there, you people out there. And watch out also for those who say it, but hypocritically. And you know how you know? It's the deeds. They go against the order. The Vedanta, the order, or the understanding of their guru. That's what I'm trying to help Johan with here, to see that. See, this stuff is deeply ingrained. It's almost, you need a sledgehammer, you need the club, Otherwise, like Vallabhabhata had stuff like that. He was so resistant, he had to get clubbed, and they still didn't get it. Because, when you read the passage, they were really gentle with them. The Lord just said a few words. They're not like, they didn't do like, that's why I think he left, it seems like. He started his own disciple. He didn't get clubbed enough. Then he ended up being the Mahaprabhu. Or trying to do. Yeah. Yeah, right when Lord Caitanya disappeared, then he wanted to imitate that. And he went out and drowned himself in the water. What's that about? Right after the Lord disappeared, he heard about it, he said, I got to disappear too. It's like Pundraka. Pundraka wanted to imitate Krishna. And Krishna has 4 arms. I'll strap a few on too. A couple extra.
It's like Judas who hanged himself.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's it. That's the example. Because anybody, it comes down to, if your heart has been purified enough and you have faith that this is the real deal, the Guru Sadhu Shastra, you found the real Guru, you found real Shastras, there's no other path that you can even consider. You found the best and you're completely fine with that. You don't think Krishna's going to deliver you? And you don't think you'll feel that relationship? You don't think you'll feel Krishna living in your body with Radha? They like a house like that. They're looking for a house like that. They found a house like that in Govinda and Lalita. They're settled in there really good. You see? Yeah. So thank you for your examples. That's how we work together. You can't imitate me. Yeah. You should eventually understand, not imitate them from your heart. Realize, wow, that you should hanker. I mean, if you want a should thing, if you look at the example of those two devotees there, you say, wow, that is my desire to be like that. Not be Lalita. You notice Govinda and Lalita have their own personalities, and you will too, or do have your own way. But that example is the same. Govinda's, you see the essence. What is the real teaching? The essence is what they understand, how they act from their hearts. See, their deeds and their heart and their words and their emotions are all in the real line. That's why they've been saved. Yeah, so you look at like that, so that's why, I may know people for many, many years before I met them, but I'm just looking at their example. I'm looking at their spiritual. I'm looking at their spirit. See, so yeah, I'm judging by spirit. I'm not here to say, well, this person came a long time ago. That's the way they did it in ISKCON. Oh, they were initiated long before you, therefore they're more advanced than you are. That is so friggin' mundane. No, what is the spiritual position? You want to know, can you tell who the Lord has chosen? Well, I'm here to make that clear. A lot of people can't tell. That's why I poo-poo these gurus. I said, what kind of guru are you? You can't tell the spirit. You can't tell Radha and Krishna, and you're preaching all about Radha and Krishna. Why the hypocrisy still? Radha, Krishna, Radha. You can't tell Radha is living in the bodies of Lalita and Govinda. Krishna, the ecstasy, their bliss is in them, and you can't see it. What kind of big guru are you? You're not very big at all in the eyes of God, even in the eyes of experienced devotees. So I might as well just tell you that. Maybe some of your followers will wake up. It's like that's another mass hypnosis. You got all these persons, they say, well, they must be worshipable because look, they got thousands of followers and they're all worshiping. Let us be part of the herd, right? Isn't that what it's like a mass hypnosis? Well, all these people got the little boom, in their arm. It must be right. Do it for the good of others. And it's not the good of others. It's to the detriment, but you don't know that because the herd is all doing it. There's people now that congratulate those who didn't do it. Wow, that's amazing. You withstood all that peer pressure, all that bullshit preaching from communists. It's a communist thing. Do it for the good of others. What bullshit. I know what's behind their minds. That's why I teach my disciples, come on, they're lying to you, man. They have other material motives that are not for you. They want to do something against you, bad for your body. They want to see, and it's so it's a lie. It's so now even the people who now see, they say, congratulations! Wow, you withstood that. I mean, that is a victory. For me, it was easy because I have Krishna. Makes it easy for me. I wasn't in doubt, not at all. All the information, it just came across my desk, man. Everything is spontaneous in my life now. And I'm here to teach you guys that too. You want to live like this? I mean, I'm not really wealthy or anything, but I got a place to stay, And even you could be like Govinda. He even has a place to stay. He doesn't have any money. Look at this guy. Hopefully they sent a few donations because I put in a plug, And I'll send you too, but you got to get the BTC because that's all I got, man. I ain't got anything but that. Maybe give you a little motivation, man.
Thank you to all the devotees. All the devotees, thank you
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
for sending donations.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you see, that's how it is. God, you become a goddess and God of four. You want that? Come into this Sangha, and follow the real path here taught from your heart. Come and make that your goal. You got to have some goal in life. What is your goal? You guys who have the goal of feeding the homeless and all that, how about have the goal of being a devotee by following the footsteps of Govinda and Lalita? My God, you follow the mode of goodness path, completely, then you will be a loser, because the best you'll get is heaven and still a big false ego, thinking, wow, look how much help I've given people. But you follow these devotees like this, and Janaki, we've got a lot of, Amy even, a lot of devotees here. And you'll get the ultimate result, in which they already have. Look how blissful Govinda is. Isn't that amazing? Look how blissful Lalita is. My God, she opens her mouth and chants and sings like an angel now. Unbelievable, man. It inspires me, man. I just want the mercy. I want their mercy. Will you think of me when you're in Vrindavan? I'm a hard case.
I'm not telling you.
It will take a lot of strength to deliver a guy like me, but look at me. I beat everybody up that comes here, crabby, and you guys have such a nice personality, sweet. No mercy, my false ego. I agree. Yeah. Good. I think the hurricane's finally coming up here, from Acapulco. Some kind of weather thing is happening here.
Oh.
It's kind of cool, like a cold front or something. So the clouds are coming, rain. I can see. I'm on the top. I'm Rapunzel. I'm Rapunzel and Rapunzel in the tower.
Yeah. Here the curtains are still.
Like the control tower, control tower, where the planes coming in, I'm like that kind of see. She can't see because she's down there. I'm up here, looking at the clouds and the winds hitting the walls, rains hitting the roof.
You're living in the spiritual sky, Guru Maharaj. Protecting your Lord constantly. He's so happy for that.
I'm just a scrapper, a scrapper. Okay, go ahead, read a couple more verses.
In the age of Kali, intelligent persons perform congregational chanting to worship the incarnation of Godhead.
There you go. This is congregation. You people think, just chant with anybody and everybody. No. Congregational chanting in its perfection is to realize, okay, that's Vaidhi, devotees. They don't have that much, there's not like prema awakened. Go to the prema devotees who have the symptoms of prema. Chant with them. Congregational chanting, even with our little japa. We're doing a congregation. Don't you feel the energy? Huh? Hey, man, that's the idea. Get close, man, even by camera. We're close here, she's in the same room as me. Even though she's downstairs, but still. Govinda, he's in the same room. I'm right there in England. See, these vibrations go over the airwaves like the internet. That's why the demons know that. That's why they program people by TV. Their energy goes out there. You become a hypocrite and a liar and a cheater and a tyrant, like a little tyrant by listening to their programs on the television. Well, you come here and we'll tell you a vision of Krishna's truth. We'll program you with the absolute truth. Yeah, it's good. See, the demons know that. We know that too. We know their game. But here, we're magnanimous. They want to get rid of you. We wanna take your broken down jalopis, which have been broken down by Maya, and fix them. My Lord's a fixer. And what he fixes becomes really good. See, that's why you see, we look under the hood to see what's under there, right? So you got to look under the hood, not just superficial bhakti. Well, he's such advanced. But look at his duty, man. Ooh, look, he's got the rubber stamp from all these GBC clerks, materialistic type persons, just doing the paperwork, pushing papers, politicians and all that. Well, he must be a pure devotee. That's all external, man. We look under the hood. Hey, are you ready for your hood to be opened so we can see what's in there and what needs fixing? Come here if you're into that. Association, that's right. Come here. See, like today, we lifted the hood with Johan. We wanted to see what's under there, right? Johan, no, there's nothing under the hood. It's just fine. I like to see him squirm a little bit. God, I'm going to give me that. Oh, look what's in there, eh? Ooh, this needs a little fixing there. Just hold still. Hold still, Johan. The mad scientist will go to work. And Bhakti Tom, hey, what's in there? Ooh, look at this.
Ooh.
Look at this. Christina's classes, dance classes. Ah, interesting. Go ahead, read on. What else is in there? It's kind of fun here.
Although his complexion is not blackish, he is Krishna himself. He is accompanied by his associates.
Yeah, it's interesting. I just had this realization. How Krishna is blackish, right? In Vrindavan pastimes, there's a haze over them. Even if you were in Mathura, you didn't get to see Vrindavan. It was a black, like a cover, like a veil. See? And now he comes in the golden form. Even though the Krishna is black, but he comes golden. See, golden is light. See, he brought the gold to see that he brought the treasure. Didn't hide the treasure in the blackish form. You see, Vrindavan was sealed. He unsealed it and brought the golden. See, the love. We need that gold. The gold, his treasure is that devotion, that love.
Yeah, because of
bhakti.
Yeah.
It exposes the Vrindavan, which is veiled over there. See? So you see, he came as a person. He came in person in that mood of the gold. See, that's how you get gold. Do you want gold? Do you want the greatest treasure? The pearl of great price, you get it from the golden devotees. See, who have been golden. That's why they're emboldened. They're bold. See, bold, gold and bold. They're related. If you got the gold, you're going to be bold.
Golden spirit.
This is the gold, the light is a beautiful representation. Gold is valuable. See, the gold and the gold, the biggest value. You think gold is valuable to the Lord? No, that's the reflection of devotion. See, that's why the devotees, they draw, wealth to them. I have people, they give me wealth, they just give me donations and stuff like that. Where is that coming from? Because of the golden. See, having the golden one. The Lord, the people, they feel that because you're doing them a service. Lord Caitanya he felt, man, I'm just a poor person. I don't have anything but a few fruits and flowers. See? And so the fruits and flowers was this devotion, worshiping the Lord in ecstasy. Everything that's come into my life, friendships and whatever little money that comes, it's growing too, it's amazing. And whatever friendships, it's all from the gold. See, the gold of that love, that the Lord Caitanya brought here, Jesus brought here. See, I got it from those two, And so we're here to continue that mission of bringing that gold, the real treasure to people, because without it, they're not whole. They'll never be happy. We're showing you, Lalita and the Govinda showing you real happiness right there. When you look at them, you look at real happiness, a real, satisfaction. See, that. But I will go if you pep talk me into it. You will go, yeah. I want to pep talk you. See, you will go if you pep talk. Go where? Go away or come closer? You answer that question, Tom. Because if you go away because of these pep talks, well, that's the insincerity. But if you're really sincere, you'll stick it out. Yeah. Why not? I mean, some people are cut from the team, it's just the way it is. You ever see this is like, for people who really want Krishna, it's about, I did not go to the Christiana classes. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, he was thinking about it, and he needed my advice to go yes or no. And I said, I don't want to give you advice. Well, so maybe that was enough.
Just by thinking about it. Just by thinking about it was enough for me to go on my rant. But anyways, luckily you took the good advice. No, I'll pep talk you. If you say I'm pep talking you to go to it, that's your own mind. That's your own insincerity. That's your own bullshit, man. Your own wanting to. And maybe you'll do it. I don't know. Maybe you need to go through that experience. I don't know. Just, like, even Jesus knew Judas had to do what he had to do because he had that propensity. He even told him, hey, Jesus said, hey, go do what thou must. See, must, because he saw the devil was inside him. The devil is that hypocrisy and all of that. Just couldn't wait to go and do it. He said, well, go do it. Yeah, go ahead there, Lalita. Read on.
Okay. Simply by chanting the holy names of Lord Krishna, one can be freed from all undesirable habits. But you need to do congregational chanting. That's what they say in the other, the higher one, higher verse. This is the means of awakening all good fortune.
Say that again. Say that again, the verse.
Simply by chanting the holy name of Lord Krishna, one can be freed from all undesirable habits.
Yeah. Actually, if you look at the word for word, let's actually look at the word for word here. See here. Let's see, transcendental songs. Okay.
Instruction.
Simply, yeah, okay, here we go. Text 11. Let's see the word for word on this. Mm-hmm. So, Nam Sankirtan, chanting the holy names of the Lord. Hayate from Sarva Arnarta Nasya, destruction of all undesirable things. See, so habits can be that, but also undesirable things is actually really good and more clear. Yeah, undesirable things is usually things, people, places, things. Undesirable people, even. See? A lot of people can't make that distinction. That's why when people say, "Oh, well, no difference between a Vaidhi and a Raganuga, so I'll go to both. Doesn't matter. I don't really care about the difference much, or at all." See, so you don't see that that's undesirable to intimately associate with Vaidhi Bhaktis or to promote them or to serve them like that. You got to serve them appropriately. See? So if you can't see that, appropriate service to the Vaidhis is to teach them. Otherwise, what mission are you on? Well, I don't know, I'm going to do both. And undesirable association. See? So you can go to people like that and preach to them somehow, or show an example of being, and as you get stronger, then you who's it? Mary Sachi, she goes, has kirtan with the devotees, and okay, she shows a bit of an example, and when she gets stronger, she'll be able to maybe stand up and preach to them and boldly, but she's got her way and her momentum. And that Leela pastime had to be played at the stage for compassion reason. Okay, I don't know the details. Yeah, go ahead there, read on.
Oh yeah, go out of this thing. So simply by chanting the holy name of Lord Krishna, one can be freed from all undesirable habits. And this is the means of awakening all good fortune and initiating the flow of waves of love for Krishna.
Yeah, and so that's when you're able to experience that good fortune from that verse. My God, it's so amazing. When you can feel those waves of good fortune, and literally good fortune is drawn to you. It's liberation wants to serve you. Wealth serves the devotees. See? Because you serve the Lord. You know who the real self is. You know what the real happiness is. See, I had a discussion with a devotee, I won't mention their name. Well, I'm just trying to please you, Gurudev. Just want to please you. So there's a stage where you please Guru in the highest way is the highest way you please Krishna. See, Krishna, when you're chanting in ecstasy, you're actually pleasing Krishna in the greatest way because he's the one enjoying that. That's why you see the devotees who can do that experience such great jubilation and happiness. See, that's why the Lord wanted to come as a devotee to participate in making the Lord happy, inside, as a devotee, to experience that happiness. So that's why I told the devotee, if you're, you just ecstatically worship the Lord, and that makes me the greatest happiness. I mean, now whether you do this or don't do this, or I said this and you don't do that, and that's why you can feel it because when you do that and it's somehow not the right thing, you don't feel so happy, right? But you feel very happy when you chant the holy name in ecstasy. See? So that's really the ultimate pleasure. But actually, the thing is, do this and don't do this, or give instructions like the Guru does somewhat. So the Lord is very pleased to an extent that way, or somewhat pleased. But ecstatic worship of the Lord gives the Lord the highest happiness, millions of times more happiness. See? So I was telling that devotee, I won't mention any names, that you can just be confident in that now. You know, even when I may say something, sometimes general or something, and if you do it and you don't feel good inside, trust that. Because you're not, in other words, it's not for you. You don't need to better to trust what's inside, and you'll be properly do that. Because I do that. There are things Prabhupada says in his books and all this, and there's certain, I say, well, that doesn't make my heart happy, so I don't do it. It's not for me. Yeah, he's preaching generally and this and that, and you just have to be the judge. And if you worship the Lord in ecstatic devotion, you're a very good judge of what the Lord in your heart wants. You know. And if you're feeling bad, you know, because something that contradicts that, trust your heart, because you're qualified now. See? Govinda, see, he understands what I'm talking about. Right?
You told me the same thing when I met you in Michael Dam, when I played the cartels going upstairs, remember? And you said,
Yeah.
ever so nicely, you said, please next time, please, quiet apartment complex. Don't play the cartel. And as I shared to you, and others I share now, I felt this in my heart saying, don't do it, Govinda. Like something stupid, like a bull in a china shop, was saying, do this, play the cartel. So you said to me, which is I've put my life, this to the heart. As an ecstatic devotion is a benchmark which you've awoken deeper than I ever felt. I felt it in the room, but you've taken it to a whole another level of devotion. Stay.
Yeah. You know, I'm not qualified to instruct Govinda and Lalita anymore. The Lord, they have a relationship now. There's no need, you know. All they have to do is worship the Lord in ecstasy forever now. They're free. Congratulations. You know, and anybody else like that. If you worship the Lord in ecstatic love, you don't need me to tell you do this, don't do that, and all that. Just follow your heart now. You know, the Lord trusts you. I trust you. You know, why wouldn't I? You know, you have the same thing that I have in my heart. I also had to learn to trust my heart. You know, and I was worshiping the Lord in ecstasy. I had to trust. I went to these different gurus and everyone wasn't feeling right. And you must do this and you have to do this. And I was like, it wasn't feeling quite right, you know. See, at least you got somebody who can acknowledge that truth. Isn't it? Am I not telling you the truth? Am I not telling you what the scriptures even say? You know, the whole goal of life is love of Krishna, the ultimate goal of life. You know, now you can help people find that space and that consciousness that you found. See? And to help others, like even in our Sangha, that may even have some ecstasy and stuff, you can help them too. Because you're well-rounded now. So yeah, isn't it? That's freedom, you know? People want to be sovereign and free. That's why you need a bona fide guru until you're sovereign and free. These people, you know, that are new age people, they want sovereignty or they think they're sovereign and everything. They're not sovereign. Maya still jerks them around. They don't know Maya's game fully. You know, that's why they still, you know, they're still into, you know, like believing completely in storing the canned food and all this stuff. And
and it goes back in my heart straight away. It's Prabhupada on Sadhu saying you never kick your back to Guru. We always want to be with you and listen to you and hear your harinams and hear your realization. We have this ecstasy you've given us. We always want your association. Listen to you, what you're saying on whatever it is. You never kick your back to Guru. You just, and what I see is like I see that people are kicking you away in the sand dunes kind of thing, analogy, when they don't take seriously your compassionate instructions on these levels, such as what's going on in the world. You're just kicking your guru off the sand dunes. So it annoys me.
You're muted, Guru Maharaj. You're muted.
Yeah, I don't understand everything that you're saying there, Govinda, because it's muted in the background. It's the noise in the background there. So anyway, it's good. Why don't we take a little break? I need to move around a little bit. It's been already 3 hours almost. Yeah. We don't want to go over too long. Okay, thank you very much. It's been a nice little kind of istaghosty type thing, I think, today. A little bit of everything. So any last words there, Lolita, you want to say?
Not really. I was a bit surprised about this video, about your talk. I was a bit surprised. Yeah, but
What were you surprised about?
yeah, this Johan thing was going on again.
Surprise, spontaneous, huh?
Yeah, you're spontaneous, like always. So yeah, it's very helpful. Of course, it's very, very helpful for all of us.
Yeah.
For all of us, yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you for protecting. Thank you, Guru Maharaj, for protecting the Lord. Thank you so much for protecting him from speculation, for protecting the scriptures, for protecting Radha and Krishna, because if you don't do it, who would do it? Nobody.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, while we're here, we need to use our gifts, whatever they are.
Yeah.
It really kind of gives me some kind of like special insights I could see. So I use that for the benefit of the world. Not everybody sees these things. This is a special gift. And just like your bhakti is a special gift from the Lord, to worship like you do. It's amazing. And Govinda, a special gift. Yeah, I mean, the Lord gives gifts. And see, and because this, what we're doing? This is a new way of living by empowerment. This is very uncommon. I've only seen these symptoms in Christians, not all Christians, in certain Christians. And in Vaishnavas, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen it in gurus and all that. They don't know this level. And we do. And this is the new Vaishnavism. This is the new wine. This is the New Testament. See, you notice testament means testimony. This is a testimony of what we see in worshiping Krishna on this special level, which is all based on the book too. It's not like we're not using a foundation, but it's a New Testament, a new witness program, a new witness. We're just witnessing what the Lord is doing with us and doing through us, and showing us and revealing to us. And it's important because, there's no happiness that I find is greater than that. Oh, this is like, wow, what a treasure.
It's what the soul needs.
Yeah.
You're the only one in the world who knows and who gives what the soul needs. So, and you protect it so strongly, and that's so powerful that you don't allow speculations, because then it's lost again. The treasure will be watered again, and it's so valuable and so beautiful. And I hope we can continue doing that.
Well, we are. So far, so good, right? Every day we got it. Yeah. What about you, Govinda? Give us a last word before we go.
Thank you. From my heart, thank you.
We don't hear you anymore.
Yeah, it was a little bit like sweet and salty today.
Sour sweet.
Sour, sweet and salty. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Just drink the Kool-Aid and live. We're drinking the Kool-Aid, man. Very sweet. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Amy, for appreciating. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Look at this. Bhakti Tom made some progress.
I know.
Wow. So now I don't regret this being crabby today. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama. So you got to judge by the results, not by what it looks like. Krishna, Hare